Q&A video. God damn it! Oh, he's such a big doggy. Look how big he is. Oh. Yeah. Barnabas hasn't been on screen for a while, so he says hi. I am aware he's an inanimate object, but he's just so big and fluffy. He kind of gets a personality of his own after time. Oh my god, he's so drunk. Just sit down. I should really stop saying I'm gonna do things and then I don't do them. My last Q&A video was last year in the summer, and I said I was going to do a video once a month with a Q&A theme. That didn't happen. Anyway, I'm going to finally answer some of the questions that people left me on my last Q&A video, so I'll finally get to it. Do you always wear the Lita? Is it just something you do every now and then, or do you actually wear it for your everyday clothing? Do you have any more casual things like t-shirts and jeans, or professional clothes for interviews and such? The first few years I started wearing the Lita fashion, I was determined to make it my everyday clothing. I would just put it on as much as I would regular clothing. Nowadays I'm much more relaxed with the Lita fashion. I usually only wear it for special, maybe 7 times a month or something. I've kind of expanded into lots of other cute fashions that I really enjoy, and it just means I've sort of made the Lita a more special thing. I'm also trying to like clear out my Lita wardrobe a bit. I'm buying very special pieces instead. That's going to take a bit of time, but it's like my new Lolita goal, shall we say. As for t-shirts and jeans, I have quite a few cute t-shirts, but I have no jeans. I also don't really have any professional clothes for interviews because all my personal work is from home, so I can make any uniform I want for that, so. How do little kids or teenagers react when they see you all dressed up? Kids are usually little angels. They usually are like, oh my god, mom, look, there's a princess. And usually the parents will play along and be like, oh yeah, so it is, awesome. Or you usually get the little kids that are just like, teenagers are the scary one, okay? Teenagers are like, I don't know. Usually if they're laughing at me, I just laugh back, and then they're just like, she's not supposed to laugh, we're supposed to hurt her feelings. How long does it take you to make a video? What kinds of planning do you need to do to make a video? I'd say a video usually takes about 3 or 4 days to make, but that's not including everything else that's going on in my life, so some days I don't work on it and then another day I do. Usually I spend quite a few days or even like weeks just thinking about future videos I'm going to make, what the themes will be and stuff like that. Most of my videos are just talking, so I usually focus on what I want to say. Firstly, I need to plan a day where I've got nothing else going on because I find filming really tiring. When I actually start filming, it takes about an hour to set up and then about 2 hours filming. I'm not constantly filming for 2 hours, but I have to like keep setting up and going back and stuff. I make a lot of mistakes talking, so this is probably gonna be like the 10th take of saying all this by the time it gets edited. I rarely ever use a script. I don't like using scripts because I'm terrible at reading out stuff. I just try to talk naturally and I think it comes off a bit more genuine that way. And then my voice goes after a while anyway, so. Editing is the massive chunk of the whole part of video making for me. Luckily it's my favourite part, but it takes a heck of a long time. I'd say I can spend about 2 to 3 days doing the editing. Sometimes I manage to do it all in one day, but again, it has to be a day where I've got nothing else going on. I get really into it, but it takes a long time because I cut out every single mistake I make talking, and I make a lot of mistakes. What are your hobbies besides fashion and game designing? I haven't done game designs on Flash for a really long time. Maybe someday I'll get back into it, but Flash games are getting outdated and I kind of need to up my game. Was that pun intended? I don't know. I play a lot of video games, especially Nintendo games or older ones like on the PS1 because I grew up with the PS1, so I love stuff like Crash Bandicoot. Spyro the Dragon is my favourite. I like to watch other people play games as well, so I watch a lot of Let's Plays on YouTube. I really love Game Grumps, especially classic Grumps, and I watch a lot of anime online as well. Where do you buy your vintage My Little Ponies and other things? A lot of my vintage My Little Ponies have been presents from people that have handed them down to me, or they've found them and go, oh, Peachie will like that, and then sent it to me. So I am really spoiled. My friends are amazing. They know if they've, you know, found some old vintage toys in a store or something, they'll just be like, ah, I'll get that for Peachie. I am blessed. A lot of other stuff I just get off eBay. I wait until there's a really good deal.
Do you think you're ever going to buy another brand dress? Will it be another angelic pretty dress?
Yes, I do, and you know why? Because I bought one the other week. I'm not gonna say what it is, it's a secret until I get it, but it's one of my dream dresses again.
How many My Little Ponies do you have? Do you still live with your parents? How long have you been dating your boyfriend? Do you see yourself wearing the Lita fashion in the future when you're like 25 to 30? Do you have any pets? What are you studying? What is your dream job? Smiley.
That's a lot of questions. Okay. Over 100. No. 4.5 years. Yes, because I'll be 25 in a few months. No, but I will soon. Computer arts. Bunny whisperer.
Have you worn Lita to school? If so, how did your classmates or teachers take it?
When I was in high school, by the time you get to 5th and 6th year, you don't have to wear the usual sweatshirt with the school logo on. You can wear anything as long as it's plain, black and white. So, you know, Elvis has to be smart as well. So I got a plain black Lolita dress from Anna House. I had a few little frill details on it, but most of it was very plain. And I wore a white blouse underneath. And I got absolutely no trouble from the teachers for wearing that because it fitted in the rules. Funny thing is, the students didn't hassle me either. I was like kind of expecting it, but it never happened, so that was pretty awesome. I think they were already scared of me, so they just assumed it was me being usual me.
Have you ever cosplayed or wanted to? If so, what did you cosplay or wanted to cosplay?
I really admire anyone that does cosplay. It takes such dedication. It's not really something I can get into. I've done a few casual cosplays. I can't justify spending a lot of money on cosplay for an outfit I'm going to maybe wear once or twice a year. I can understand why other people do it that are really into it, but because I'm not into it, I can't really bring myself to spend that much money on like a cosplay outfit. If money wasn't an issue, I would probably like to cosplay Cure Blossom from Heart Catch Pretty Cure. She's a magical girl and she transforms using perfume. Or I would cosplay as the latest Pretty Cure, Cure Flora. He's like a princess magical girl, and oh, she's amazing. Her design, whoever designed it, I'm just like, well done, that's friggin' amazing.
How long have you and your boyfriend been together for? Do you have any tips on maintaining a healthy relationship?
We've been together for 4.5 years, but we were best friends for about 7 years before we got together, so we've been best friends for about 10 or 11 years. My tips on maintaining a healthy relationship, God, I could say so much. I guess I'll say a few things. If you're annoyed or feeling sad about something to do with your relationship, you need to say it, like, as soon as you're feeling sad. Like, don't hold it in and then build up resentment and annoyance, because that's really unhealthy and it means you will like blow up later and it'll just get out of hand. Just voice your concerns and discuss it and sort it out, because in the end it's usually not as much of a problem as you thought it would be. On the other hand, if your partner is telling you that you have some sort of issue, you've been upset about something, try to take the criticism gently. A lot of the time, if you're being criticised, it's natural to like take up a defence thing and be like, "Well, I'm not doing anything wrong." I think like if you are willing to accept that like you've somehow hurt that person's feelings, then you need to, you know, take responsibility for that. Even if you didn't mean to hurt their feelings, apologise and say, what can I do to make sure this doesn't happen again? So try and be mature about it. It's rarely about you, it's more about misunderstandings half the time, I'd say. Normally misunderstandings.
Is there a favourite cake, sundae, or sweet concoction you absolutely adore, and why?
Hard question. I get really crazy about sweet stuff and dessert. I get feels for dessert. And sweet things. Okay, I can't really choose one, so I'll say a few. I love strawberry gâteau, where it's got like fresh cream, so strawberry cake with fresh cream, fresh strawberries, so good. Banoffee pie, oh my gosh. I love the any ice cream sundaes are good. Ice cream sundaes are so fun, but I like ice cream cones as well. It's one of my favourite things to do in the summer. It's just get an ice cream cone, muck about in the sun. I love the little pudding pots you get. I usually have them in my fridge all the time. I also like fruit tarts. I just like fruit. I'd consider fruit a dessert, a healthy dessert. Love fruit. I'm obsessed with fruit. I could go on forever. I'm sorry. oh, those custard tarts with the little sprinkling of cinnamon on top. Usually have them chilled. Like, oh god. Oh, and apple pie. Apple pie is good.
Do you poop?
No, what do you think I am, a peasant?
Do you have photos or videos of you from when you were younger?
Here's a picture of me when I was about 6, dressed up as a tooth fairy. Oh my god. Definitely signs of a Lita fashion later. My mom made the wings and the teeth were made out of dough. Yeah, top mom. She obviously really liked making the costume for me. So cute.
Do you watch anime? And if so, which anime is your favourite?
Yeah, like I said earlier, I watch quite a lot of anime. I go through phases of like watching a ton and then not watching any for a few weeks. Yeah, I'd say my top favourites are K-On! I love kind of mushy, cute slice of life animes where it's just friends being happy together and not much conflict happens, they just have a good time. I find those really sweet and relaxing to watch. I think everyone needs something like that, kind of heals the soul occasionally to watch something like that. But on the other hand, I also really love Madoka. Madoka is really amazing. I really like the Pretty Cure Magical Girl series, particularly Heartcatch Pretty Cure like I mentioned earlier, and I really like Go Princess Precure at the moment. That's the new one.
If you could go to Tokyo, Japan tomorrow, where would be the first place you would visit?
Harajuku, obviously.
Is there any other stores you shop at besides Bodyline?
No, Bodyline only. I get my groceries from Bodyline as well. Sorry, I'm fully aware that I buy from Bodyline a lot. I think everyone has their sort of go-to shop occasionally, you know. I think it's sort of natural. But yeah, I order a lot from like little independent jewelry stores and stuff online. I get a lot of my clothes secondhand from like the latest sales communities on like Facebook and stuff like that. That's a really good way to cut costs and find like specific pieces you'd like that maybe aren't available in the shops anymore.
What's your favorite book?
My question is, were you very social throughout high school?
This is really hard to say because even now I find it hard to describe myself. Like, I definitely consider myself an introverted person, but I don't have any problem making friends or getting along with people, and it was the same in high school. I usually prefer to like spend time alone with like one friend in the library reading or playing a little game or drawing. So yeah, it's really hard to describe because like I think there's a stereotype that if you're introverted, you don't like people or you don't like spending time with people, and that's really not the case for me. I like people, I just in moderation. I was quieter in high school, but yeah, I made a lot of friends, I'd say.
What made you start YouTube?
I can't remember which YouTuber said it, but I thought it was just spot on. They said like, most people don't start off making a YouTube channel when they have direction in their life. So, because it's like, it's so true back then. I mean, now there's more like of an incentive to do a YouTube channel because there's like partnership programs and you get paid. Back in the day, ages ago, I had an account before this one. I had my little mini DV camcorder recorded on tape, and I just was like, oh, YouTube, I make videos all the time, I'll put it online.
Do you have a PO box we can send you fan mail to?
I am so sorry, I am so sorry. I'm aware that the vast majority of my viewers are American, so they don't understand this. In the UK, it's incredibly expensive to have a PO box. I figured out it was going to be about over £200 a year to have a PO box, and I just really can't afford to have a PO box. As much as I would absolutely love to get fan mail, I absolutely love it when people do me fan art online. It is just so adorable. People do really sweet things. It touches me, makes me feel special, makes me feel like I'm doing something. I really appreciate when people do that, so thank you. But please, if you've got something that you made for me, send me a photo instead. Send me a scan of your drawing or something, because I'm sorry, I can't have a PO box at the moment. So sorry. Oh god, I blabbed way too much in this video. I had to like stop halfway to put the video onto my computer because the card was full and then continue recording. Anyway, so yeah, that's my video, and I will hopefully do another Q&A soon. I don't want to make any promises it'll be next month, but hopefully next month. So if you've got any questions, leave them in the comments below and I will answer some of them in my next video. I'm sorry that I can't reply to them all, so I kind of pick and choose the interesting ones or ones that haven't been answered a bunch already. Also, you can check my FAQ on my blog. They have the list personal questions answered, such as to do with Lita fashion, buying Lita fashion, etc. I have a lot of things like that in my FAQ, so please check that out. The link will be in the description below. He's so big, he's so big. I'm so fascinated by how Barnaby looks on the camera. Look at him. I can fly! Whoa. I'm wasting precious gigabytes.